Alright, so in case y'all want to know what I've been up to, I'll show y'all what I've been up to. That's what I've been up to. But if you want to know how we got to this point, stay tuned and we'll talk about it on this week's episode of Dragon Ball Z. Good morning, good afternoon, YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies. If you want to know where I ended up at, that's where I ended up at. See, what you have to understand about me is that what's meant for me will always be for me. I will never bash my previous company, which was Boyd Brothers Transportation out of Birmingham, Alabama. But, you know, God does things for a reason. He works in mysterious ways. And this is the way he decided he was going to work for me. So, with that being said, I started Monday, today being Tuesday, orientation at Mercer. I did an application with them last Monday, right after, let me turn my camera around, guys, hold on. So yeah, right after I had got let go with Boyd Brothers, I did an application immediately for Mercer. Mercer was initially one of my top choices anyway, them and Landstar. But I knew I didn't have the experience in flatbed to do either or. So I had to go somewhere to build up my flatbed experience. Did an application for Mercer. They called me back the same day. I told them my situation. I told them what happened with Boyd. You know, I don't hide anything on my record or anything like that. They said, well, we don't go off of that. We go off your MVR, you're a good driver, you don't have any accidents. You know, you maybe have one ticket in the last 4 years. They said, why don't you just come on over here? And the whole time I was in doubt about that and didn't know what to do. But they were just like, come on, we got you. Come over here to Louisville, we'll work with you. I'm like, okay, cool, we'll see. So, get down here, everything went fine, and I'll tell y'all more about the process in a little bit. Let me just get out this road. We're gonna continue this conversation. Hold on. All right, so we're here at the inspection bay. When you come here to Mercer, you have to get your truck inspected. They have 2 different bays to get your truck inspected at. They are going to find something wrong with your truck. Please understand that. As far as getting it fixed, I'll let you guys know more about that process once I do get my truck inspected. I'm first in line. And that's pretty much one of the process. So while you're doing that, and once they do find something, because they're going to find something unless your truck is brand new, they'll have that getting worked on behind the scenes while you're in class, so that by the time you're done with class, you don't then have to go get your truck fixed. You can you know, have your truck fixed while you're in class. So when you're done with class, you're done with your truck, you know, permit book, load, get on down. But I'll let y'all know how that process goes. All right, so yeah, guys. All right, so let's finish our conversation from yesterday. Obviously, today is a new day. I'm currently parked over here at their trailer repair department for the trailer that I was going to be getting. The trailer itself had a cracked brake shoe, which they are fixing, which is free of charge. That's not charged to me. Mercer is fixing that on their dime. Anyways, guys, so yeah, what happened was I came here on a wing and a prayer, right? Y'all seen my last video. Y'all seen how things weren't exactly going my way trucking wise, right? Shouts out, more importantly, before I get into all that, shouts out to everybody who reached out to me. Shouts out to everyone who had positive suggestions on what my next move should be, whether it was to get out of trucking, whether it was to, you know, try to do dump trucks, garbage trucks, companies you guys suggested. I appreciate everyone that was actually legitly trying to be helpful. It's so easy to make fun of someone because their situation didn't turn out the way it should have. So I appreciate everyone who took the time out to say something positive, something uplifting, something to keep your boy motivated, because it worked. Just want to let y'all know that. All right. All the other side, guys, I came over here to Mercer. Their orientation is 2 days, day and a half, really. First and second day, we were pretty much done by 1, 2 o'clock. You're done for the day. They give you lunch. Just going over a quick orientation review, y'all, because I didn't film a lot of footage because I wanted to make sure that I was good first before I went into all that. If I sound a little funny, I got a peppermint in my mouth. So, anyways, day one of orientation, y'all know how it go. It's a trucking company, typical trucker orientation stuff. Paperwork, DocuSign, driver post app, 10th Street. Y'all know how it go. Forms, and more forms. First day, also, they will give you logins to the load board, which for them, it is a website, not an app. It's their contractor website, which you can kind of make an app out of it and save it to your home screen. And that's why they refer to it as an app. But it's really just a website. Of course, you can look for loads on there, but that's neither here nor there right now, right? Anyways, guys, that was pretty much first day. Oh yeah, you take your truck over to Building 7. They own different buildings around town here in Louisville. So you'll take your truck over to like Building 7. They'll do an inspection of your truck. If anything's wrong with your truck, they'll give you a list of things that are wrong with your truck that they won't fix. If your truck is crappy, don't come here. They will go over your truck with a fine-tooth comb. What I mean by that is this. It's not nothing official, but they do level 1 inspections on your truck and trailer. So they're looking at shocks, they're looking at hoses, they're looking at brake adjustment, they're looking at slack adjusters. Of course, lights, horns, tearing on your belt, making sure your fire extinguisher is fully charged and properly mounted. Triangles. They're checking all those things. So if you know your truck isn't in the best condition, you're gonna get it fixed here. You may want to get it fixed when you come here, because they're not gonna let you lease on to them until those issues get fixed. Hear me when I say that. That don't matter if you got a cracked oil pan or whatever. You have to get those issues fixed before you are allowed to lease on. You will not get your permit booked, fuel card. You will not be allowed to drive here until those issues are taken care of. Luckily for me, I did not have a lot. I needed a shock replaced. There were 2 hoses that were rubbing together that just needed to be separated. And my center valve was leaking the fitting, so it just needed to be tightened. Simple stuff, it came out to $213. Anyways, guys, I'll show y'all more of the process. I knew this first video, getting back into the groove of things, is gonna be a little bit long-winded. A little bit of me talking. I'll show y'all the truck and all that in either a next clip or a previous clip, depending on how I edit this video. But shouts out once again to everybody who took the time out their day to send some words of encouragement. I heard it, I received it, I'll repay it tenfold. It's your boy, Love Life Trucking. As I said in another video, same vlog, just a different name on the truck now. Welcome to MercerTown.